Every pregnancy needs utmost care and attention. But certain pregnancies need a little extra attention. An Rh negative mother carrying an Rh positive baby is at increased risk of complications. BSV is at the forefront to ensure safe delivery in every Rh negative pregnancy.
In this edition of Beyond the Boundary, I am talking to England batter Lauren Winfield about 2017 World Cup triumph, evolution of England's side in the last few years, her comeback to the side, the Ashes, and the challenges as they look forward to defend their title in New Zealand. So you missed out on selection during the T20 World Cup in 2016. How frustrating was it, and how did you overcome it?
The way that the game is now, and you know, the standard of international cricket is. It's going to be tough at times, and you are going to go through waves of form and in and out of selection. You know, I think there's very few players who consistently, you know, perform and never get dropped. And I'm one of those people that I've been in and out throughout my whole career. But I think one sort of, I guess, real strength of mine is that I am very resilient and I'm very determined. So, you know, if I get knocked down, I'll probably have a few sobs and get emotional about it, and then pick myself up and go again, and sort of just try and get back on the horse and train and prove people wrong, really. And I've managed to do that quite a few times throughout my career. But I think it's one of them things where you're just hungry to try and succeed and to try and do better, and it hurts at the time, but you know, like, I think you never want to admit it, but the selections and things like that, like, it's always fair. I think if you truly reflect, it is always fair. Like, I've been on both sides of it. I've been, you know, selected in 4 players, and I've been on the other end of it where you are the player that's been dropped, and at the time you might feel like, you know, it's not fair or whatever. But I think when you do truly reflect on it and maybe look at your performances and stuff, you know, they're probably not where they've needed to be. Not through effort, just through, you know, the nature of form and struggling in those patches. So I think it's one of them things where it always hurts, but it's always fair.
So then you went on to have a successful World Cup and formed a partnership with Tommy Beaumont at the top, and you people had immense success and you went on to win the World Cup. So how was it, the whole experience like?
Yeah, it's amazing. I think that's why we're so excited to sort of play in this World Cup, really. I think we've got such fond memories of 2017. It's always different when it's on home soil, but it was one of those things where it really felt like it was just meant to be for us. There was lots of times when we had games where we probably had no right to win and we won. And then just to play in front of a packed out crowd like that at Lord's, I mean, it'll never happen again in our lifetime with World Cup cycles and stuff, to be playing in a home final with a crowd like that in your own country. So it was truly special, and I think that's why we're all, and there's a large part of that group that's still together here with an opportunity to defend it. And I think that makes it that special, because you've got those emotions that you had in 2017 and a core of players who are obviously going to have an opportunity to try and defend it and keep it in our hands.
Okay, as you talked about 2017 World Cup, then Heather Knight was a young captain and you people had a young side, and Mark Robinson was in charge. Now Lisa Keightley in charge, and how the Heather Knight's captaincy and England side evolved during the last 5 years?
I think everybody's evolved individually. I think what we've done really well is we've got a lot of new additions to a sort of senior core that's remained. And obviously in that time, you know, the core has changed amongst it. You know, like this time last year, I wasn't really playing ODI cricket for England. But I think there's a core group of senior players now that have sort of played a lot of cricket together. But there's that real fruitful addition of lots of youth as well. You've got like Sophia Dunkley, Maya Boucher, Sarah Glenn, Charlie Dean. you know, Freya Davis, Kate Cross wasn't around at that 2017 World Cup. So yeah, I think that's what good teams, you know, that's what great teams have, is they have senior experienced players, but they have a lot of exciting youth. And I think that's what we've managed to do, is we've kept a core together, but we've added some really exciting additions as well.
So you have opened the batting with Tammy Beaumont in all three formats. How do you see your partnership with her?
Yeah, I think it's a really important one. Like we've played a lot of cricket together, and we have like really good chemistry as a batting partnership. We sort of know each other's game really well. We can drag each other through tough periods and sort of enjoy some, you know, some nice periods of the game together. We communicate really well, and I think there's quite a lot of trust built up there because we have spent a lot of time together playing over the years. And I think, you know, it's this partnership that has been really successful for us. We generally have some pretty good partnerships at the top 50s, 100s and set the game up really well. So I think it's something it's been quite important for us as an ODI team, especially, is to set a really good foundation. And when we've had really good success in ODI cricket, I think that's probably been quite a crucial part of it, is making sure that we sort of set the game up and go big and make sure that you've sort of got that 10 overs to explode at the back end.
So England will be looking to defend the World Cup in New Zealand. So how much the game has changed as a whole from that time in New Zealand?
Yeah, I think it has changed. I think the game's evolved a lot. The skill has gone up. You know, people are playing with a higher tempo earlier. I think a big thing that's changed is the fielding, especially. I think, you know, a lot of the teams in the world now, their fielding particularly has improved massively from 2017. It's a lot more athletic game. You know, there's a lot more twos run. There's a lot bigger boundaries hit. You know, better catches taken in the outfield and stuff like that. I do think the game's really improved. I also think things like the surfaces and stuff we're playing on now, the pitches have got better, which obviously creates a better game as well.
Every pregnancy needs utmost care and attention. But certain pregnancies need a little extra attention. An RH negative mother carrying an RH positive baby is at increased risk of complications. BSV is at the forefront to ensure safe delivery in every RH negative pregnancy.